Hello? You all guessed right, I'm dressed as a man wearing Crocs. No, are there any guesses? Anybody?
Ted.
Wait, what?
Ted.
Ted? No, I'm barely legal, sir. Just my entire set's just gonna be bear puns. That's all it's gonna be, so get ready. I started dating this girl and she had mood swings. She was a bipolar bear. That was unbearable. Stop it! Stop it! I just want to come and see you guys. One second, I'm gonna set this up. Thank you all for dressing up. You look really nice. It's like a mode of hipsters. Hello. Hi, sir. How are you? Good to see you. You look like a professor who got fired from Hogwarts, like for inappropriate lawn jobs. Professor Grumbottom, what happened? Expelliarmus, what's happening? Hawaiian shirt. I like that. That's really. You went into Rite Aid and saw the rack and said, "That's me." You're the one. Really good. How are you? Good to be here. Hey, how are you, sir? Yeah. Wow, this is the whitest draw ever. Your Ted Koppel costume is awesome. Read the news to me, Ted. Read the news. Whoopi Goldberg! That's racist! I like you guys. I've been standing a lot, so I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna read you some personal thoughts right now. Please hold the laughter until the end. Alright, it's one of those. One second, here, hold that. Thanks, buddy. Oh, I've had that problem before. Thank you. They say every baby is a gift from God, but my friend was adopted. He was regifted. There was a Freudian slip and slide set up at the beach the other day. There were a bunch of hot girls around. I was nervous, but it all worked out for the breast. A couple married for 62 years died together just hours apart, which just goes to show you true happiness only lasts for a couple of hours. Got them! They're dead now! Hey, excuse me, are you ready to get that abortion? I was born ready. I helped an old woman cross the street the other day. She said, "You're too nice." So I punched her in the face. Now I'm just the right amount of nice. I'm what you would call a sexual agnostic. I believe sex is out there, I just don't have any proof. This is my impression of a terrible first impression. Nice to meet you, faggot! All stickers are scratch and sniff. Some just smell like stickers. Anytime I see a car painted green, I just assume it's a taxi that isn't ripe yet. Praise Satan. When crickets tell bad jokes, they hear people. mermaids sleep? In waterbeds. Where does Karen sleep? With every guy in town! Yeah, I know, Karen! We all know! You're a dirty whore and it's over! Sometimes I hear voices in my head, they don't say anything, they just cough, and I find that much more unnerving. Like I'll be taking a shower, just like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Hello? I like you guys. This is my longest one-liner ever. I like to think of religions like being movies. The Torah's the first one, right? It's the original. It's Star Wars: A New Hope. It gets great reviews, there's lines around the block, people are starting fan clubs to talk about their favorite parts, the good word spreads, the Torah breaks box office records. It becomes a must-see. People are dying to see the Torah. I mean, actually dying, there are human sacrifices just to get a seat. People are watching it and loving it, but then there's some people who begin to think the Torah might be a little too mainstream, you know? Too many people like it, and when too many people like something, they start hating that something viciously and with prejudice. It's called the Dane Cook principle. So about 50% of people think certain parts of the Torah could have been better, so the New Testament comes out, and people who lost interest in the Torah are like, now this! Oh, this is a fucking movie! It just sounds fresh, the New Testament. I mean, it's bold, it's hip, it's vivacious, it's fucking new, except it's not. The New Testament is pretty much just a remake of the Torah with Michael Bay directing it. If you liked the miracles in the first one, the New Testament will melt your fucking face off. You thought a birth was cool? Try a fucking virgin birth. Hashtag YOLO. So now it's a split down the middle. Half like the original, half like the sequel. They start throwing conventions for the Torah and the New Testament, and millions of people start going to them, dressing up like their favorite characters and quoting their favorite lines. And then the Quran comes out, and Comic-Con literally explodes. People are vlogging, giving reviews. Rotten Tomatoes rates the Quran 99%, saying it's the best of the series, and people go crazy. People are calling in the editors like, you don't know shit! The New Testament is Michael Bay's best work! So everyone starts fighting with each other over which movie is the best, and we start isolating people that don't share our own opinion. We enslave them and kill them, and we try to change the way they think to the way we think, just because we like a fucking movie more than they do. We're a bunch of homicidal nerds. I mean, let's look at it. It goes, the Torah, the New Testament, and then the Quran, right? So Jews like the first movie, but ignore the sequels. Christians think you need to watch the first two, but the third doesn't really count because, you know, it's too graphic. Muslims think the third movie is the best movie, and Mormons like the second movie so much they wrote fan fiction for it. Never bought a ticket to see the show, and Scientologists are trying to produce their own movie on Kickstarter, and they'll probably reach their goal because they have real stars attached. Religion is a movie in which each sequel is worse than the next because the source material isn't that good to begin with. But hey, you know, believe whatever you want to believe, but I promise you, dear friends, no matter what movie you choose to see, in the end, the popcorn will be as expensive as hell. Thank you very much.